You do know there are simpler ways of disappearing without leaving a trace, right? Roaming through a haunted forest in the middle of the night is probably one of the dumbest ones on the list. Definitely the most painful, especially considering the type of spirits that roam these parts. Not to mention the shadier types of humans who like to spend time here because they like the ambience? Whatever that means. This does, however, lead me to a couple of assumptions, genius conclusions might I add, about the kind of person that you are. You're either an idiot who saw fog, big trees, a moonless night, and decided, hey, it's a nice night for a stroll. Or B, a person that was running with no other path to take. Both are fair choices. I won't judge. I'm not exactly the brightest either. But at least do tell me if you could use some company. Surely I'm a more friendly face to look at than the group of bandits you would have run into if you'd kept going down this path. Mind you, the other one didn't exactly have a better alternative either. Unless you know how to deal with yokai, that is. Which, let me give you a heads up, okay? Humor isn't the answer. It could have also been the fact that it was me telling the joke, but, they're an overall unfunny bunch. I never told you my name, did I? I just stopped you at random like some maniac, huh? Sorry about that. I just always forget my manners when trying to keep the voices in check. The look you just made, you should have seen your face. That, my friend, was the expression of someone who regrets each and every one of their life choices up to this very moment. Priceless. No worries, though. You seem like the entertaining type, so I'll help lead you around here so you can get by safely. The name's Kid Vishnosta, by the way, and with me around, no one will dare bother us. So, where are we headed exactly? Nowhere in particular, huh? Interesting. Well, I guess that means it's time to rest then, cause, not to be rude or anything, but you look like you've been on the run for quite a while. As boring as it may be to sit still, I'm sure you'd appreciate it. Sit down already, will you? Yes, nearly everything here is alive and can't harm you. But trust me, even the deadliest of thorn stalls near me here. Why is that? Well, it probably has something to do with my fox speeds in case you haven't noticed. If I really wanted to, I could burn all this greenery to a crisp. Certainly wouldn't be the first time either. However, I guess it does take a lot of energy and I don't exactly have much to spare right now. If I did that, my flame might burn out. I'd disappear, and you'd lose your only friend in this place. Not the recommended outcome. You seem confused. What is it? Ah, that. Yeah, fox speeds as in I'm a kitsune. You know, the tall, fancy-robed, nine-tailed elder spirit type of beings? Or I guess you could say I was training to become one? It's just that, stuff happened. Enough about me, though. Will I ever get to hear the story of how you made probably the dumbest field trip possible to this place? Of course, I'm not forcing you to or anything, but admittedly, I am a bit curious. So I was right. You are a runaway. Can I ask why you decided to leave? I'm sorry to hear that. Sounds like a terrible experience. Are you sure no one will come looking for you? Well, if it helps, just know that I'll stay here to help until you find someone you can trust. And if it's an enemy, well, I still can spare a spark or two. What? It's fine. I can't get into more trouble over it anymore. The old rules don't apply to me, remember? Sorry, I didn't catch that. What'd you say? Am I also a runaway? I wish, but nah, that's not really the case. You see, if I were one, then that would imply I'm leaving my home, and thus I have a home to return to. Not me, though. I was kicked out. Cast away. Banished, you might say. Why? Well, for burning down a village. Nothing major. What? Do I seem scary now? Are you gonna run when you see me like all the other forest creatures and bandits do? No? Why wouldn't you? I seem too kind to do it for a bad reason. That's a first. Usually, people flee when they find out why I'm here and not up there with the rest of the stuck-up holier-than-they geezers. Us spirits are never really well received unless we fit their version of good. And I just can't agree with that type of standard. They were innocent, and so I had to do something. I saved them even when I knew I'd be punished for going against the heavenly principles. Rules are rules, though, so guess now I'm stuck in this state, unable to leave the mortal realm and with a limiter around my neck. I can do what I want and follow my rules at the price of stunted growth, cultivation, and no place to call home. But you know what? I think I'm better off this way. I get to do what I want, go where I want, and everyone else either respects me or fears me due to my origin. So, I guess now you could say I'm useful for people like you. Clearly, my punishment wasn't that bad. Enough with the sentimental stuff, though. Would you like to know how I entertain myself nowadays? I don't care much for yokai, but remember that path I mentioned earlier filled with bandits? You want to help me do some spring cleaning around here? Don't look so surprised. I just like to scare them with a bit of a light show, consisting of an ember or two. So, what do you say? You game? Perfect. Don't worry, my flames are very obedient, and I'll make sure you stay out of harm's way. Now, let the hunt begin.